Yeah, guys, good morning. I'll start with the session. Just give me 1 second. I'll start. I'll share my screen. I'll start. Just wait for a second. Yeah, folks, we'll start with the session now. Good morning, guys. Yeah.
Good morning.
uh, Guys, in this session now, what we are going to discuss, I'll tell you. We are going to continue our example. In this example, we are almost discussed about how to create the employee class and how can we add multiple elements of type employee in the list. So that's what we discussed so far. But now today we will continue and we will discuss further in this example. If you look at this case, yesterday we got to know about this one, right? We created one employee class and we created one method called get employees, which returns a list. And here I created one list object. Of course, list is an interface, so we can't directly create the list object, but we can create an object for array list class. And here we are adding some employee elements, right? This is going to add one new employee object, nothing but it's an employee object. This is another employee. This is another employee. Like this, 9 employee objects I have added in the yesterday session, right? Now we want to continue from this main. Am I good with this, guys? Did you recollect about all these things yesterday that we discussed?
Yes.
All these things?
Yes.
Yeah. From here I'll start. Today, what actually we want, right? Actually, what's the logic that we want, right? From this list now, first I want to get these employees now. Okay. I will call this method called as get employees, which returns me list. First I want to call the method. In main, I want to call this method. From main method, I want to call this get employees method. I think my statement is clear. Okay. As you know that main is a static method. Even get employees method is also a static method. Second, both the static methods are in one class only. So, you know, if the methods are both static methods and if both are in same class, can we directly call this method called get employees now? Can I call the method get employees
Yes.
directly?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
we can call, because both the methods are in one class and main method is static method. Even get employees method is also static method. Basically, both the methods are what methods? They are all static methods. Can we
Static
call
method.
directly? Can we call the methods directly? Means what is the answer?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we can call. Yes, we can call. Could you tell me how to call the method now?
Get
How can I call this
employees
method? Get employees.
or system out println get employees.
Okay, get employees. That's it. This is a method. But whenever I call this method, I'm expecting what this method is going to return me. Suppose I'm calling. This is a calling point, and this is called definition point. You know that each method is going to contain 2 points. One is the calling point, and other one is the definition point. This point is called what? Line number 72 is a which point?
Definition.
Line number 72 is
Point.
which point, and line number 88 is which point?
88 is calling point.
Okay. 88 is a calling point. 72 is the definition point. Yeah,
Definition.
defining the method, it's a definition point. But
Yes.
whenever I call this method returns value, right?
Yes, list.
Okay, right, list. You know, if when you call a method, if that method returns a value, you have to store that value into a variable.
Yes.
Yes. So question is, now the method is returning a list object.
Yes.
So I need to store the result into a list variable.
Mm-hmm.
So list of employee LST is
Yes.
equal to get employees. Am I clear now?
Yes, sir.
Done. Okay, good. Now let's start adding some. Just our discussion is to work with array list. Now my array list is containing here my array list object has how many elements? 9 elements are there, and all the 9 elements are what? Employees. What I want to do now, I would like to only find out, or I want to only display female employees. See, for example, first I'm writing one string variable line separator equal to equal to dot repeat of 50, something like that I'm writing. Instead of writing 50 times as equal to as a design, just I want to first create one string with line separator. Okay. Now system.out.println. System.out.println. What I want to print out? I want to print only female employees. So I'm writing female employees. Okay, female employees details. Female employees details from the list. List, I mean array list. Then I want display that line separator. So finally, did you understood about what I'm saying now? So tell me, question is, how can I retrieve only the female employees? Could you tell me I have a list, right? Could you tell me how many elements are there in this list object? In this collection object, how many employees are there? How many elements are there? Totally? No. Somebody
9.
can. 9. Correct. Suja is correct. Satakshi is correct. Right. Good. There are 9. There are how many employees are there? There are 9 employees are there. How many? 9. Could you tell me, guys? Guys, could you tell me? Could you tell me the logic, like how can we retrieve only the female employees from this list? I want to retrieve only the female employees. I don't want male employees, only female employees.
Condition.
Okay. Means what to do? Could you tell me
Gender.
stepwise?
The
I have a list of
gender
9 employees, right? I have a list of 9 elements, means 9 employees. But out of 9, I want to retrieve only female employees. Could you tell me the logic?
If employee object contains female,
list dot
Mhm.
gender equal to female.
If gender equals to female, putting a condition
Ah,
for each loop or an iterator loop.
exactly. Thanks,
but
Sushmita.
here you are
Correct. Actually, we have a list, right? Here we have a list of how many employees here in LST is my variable. LST is my
Mhm.
reference variable. Could you tell me this list has how many employees as of now?
9 employees.
9 employees are there now in the list now. 9 employees are there in list. What I want to do now? I want to retrieve
Only female employees.
only female employees from this list, right? What to do for that? Simple. Do one thing. Start iterating the list so that you can retrieve one by one element from the list.
Hmm.
Who are the elements? Who are the elements? Employees.
Gender employees. Yeah.
Who are the elements in this list? Currently, this list has employees, na?
Yes.
Who is the first element of the list? Who is the first element of the list? Who is the second element of the list? And who is the third element of the list?
Employees.
Employee only, na? First object is employee, second object is employee, third object is employee. All these are employees only, na?
Yes.
Yes, correct. What I'm trying to ask you, I want to retrieve only the female employees. How can I get that? I can do one thing. Start iterating the list. And while iterating the list, you can get one by one element. And that element is nothing but it's an employee. It's an
Mhm.
employee object. Now, in that employee object, check whether the gender is male or female.
Female.
If it is a female, you display. Otherwise, don't display.
Yeah.
Are you getting my point? My requirement is what I only want to retrieve I want to only print the
Female
female
employees.
employees. Details of the female employees. Am I clear with this?
Hmm.
Okay. So, and one more thing. As I said already, if you have a list object and if you want to retrieve the elements of list, I told there are 2-3 options available. One is you can go for each loop. Or second
Yes.
one, you can go for iterator interface. Iterator interface you can use. Otherwise, for each loop
List.
also you can use. Otherwise,
Hmm.
list iterator also we can use. 3 options are available. Correct? Am I correct? 3 options are available. So I just want to use I just
For
want to use for each loop. It's convenient for us. Could you tell me how
For-
to write for each loop? For
each employee.
tell me how to write for each loop. What's the syntax of for each?
Employee.
For then start the parenthesis, data type, variable,
Yeah. Variable.
colon, collection.
Collection.
That's the syntax, na?
Yes.
Yes. Tell me here, which collection I want to iterate? Which collection I want to iterate here? Means I want to retrieve one by one element. List, na?
This.
The collection is a list here. Okay. Tell me that list has elements. What is the element type? What is the element type of list? Employee type. Tell me while iterating the list, could you tell me what type of elements I can get?
Employee.
While I'm iterating the list, what type of elements I am going to get? What type of elements I am getting from the list now?
Employee.
Employee, exactly. Yes, guys. Employee type, correct. You're all correct, guys. Employee type. So I'll write employee E colon LST.
List.
Okay. So far am I good with this point?
Yes.
Okay, next guys, what I'm writing here, I'm writing something like this. If
Gender equal to female.
okay, how can you call the gender?
Yeah.
How can you check the gender? We know that every employee has employee number, employee name, salary, experience, and a gender.
Yes.
Then how can you retrieve the gender value from this employee object? How can we retrieve the gender value from the object? From this employee object, how can we retrieve the gender value? How can we retrieve the value of the gender property? Sudha is wrong. It's not like that. Yeah. Gender is there. See, my question is gender is there in the list object or in the employee object?
Employee
Who
object.
has gender? List employee?
Employee.
Employee has a gender property. My question is, how can you retrieve the value of that property called gender? How can you retrieve the value of a property called gender? How can you read the value of gender property?
Through index.
How it is
So
indexed?
for each iterative,
No.
Contains
No.
employee object dot gender is equal to female, then we are displaying.
No, my question is how to retrieve that value. Gender is a private variable.
Get.
Now
Get.
you are in correct state. Yeah.
Get.
Yeah.
Correct. Gender is a variable. It's a private variable.
Yes.
What is the purpose of defining getter, then setter, getter, setter? What is the use of these methods?
To access, get the values.
Get the gender.
Set. What is the use of setter method?
set the value.
You can set the value. Similarly, what's the use of getter method?
Retrieve the
To
value.
retrieve the value. I am also asking the same thing. Na? What I am asking, how to retrieve the value of gender property? How can you retrieve the value of the gender property? By calling
Get.
this method. Which method?
Get gender.
Get gender. How can you change the gender now of an employee? From male to female?
Set.
Set gender. Set gender. How can you change the salary of an employee from previous salary to a new salary? Set salary.
Set
How can you
salary.
retrieve? How can you read the salary of an employee?
Get.
Get
Get salary. So to read, we have to call getter method. To store, we need to call setter method.
Set.
Yeah.
Okay. If what I can write, guys, if E dot get gender dot equals, I'll use equals ignore case. You know the reference already. Female. Okay, if this condition is true, what I want to do?
Try.
This condition is true means what? Yes,
Display
this
the
employee is a female employee. Then display.
Display.
Okay, guys. System.out.println line separator. See the output first. Again, I'll continue, but see the output first. So tell me, this is displaying now. This is going to show on the screen. All the employees, like 9 employees, are only the employees, or I mean, only the female employees.
Female employees.
Only the female employees. You can see gender is female, 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 female. Nothing but how many female employees are there out of 9? 4. Kathy, Julie, Payal, Pavni. Am I clear? Okay. Did you get the concept?
yeah.
Yeah.
But here I just wanted to see only like a name and gender. So
You can call only the name and gender, for example, you want. Don't display system.out.println of E, entire object. Display
okay.
E dot get E name
name
space
E dot gender.
E dot get gender. It will display only what and what details?
Name and gender.
Name and gender. Okay, done.
Yeah.
Okay, leave it. Now this is the for loop. That's cool. Now next, I want to add something like this. System.out.println. Okay. Employees with experience less than 3 years from the list. Could you tell me the entire code for me, that entire for loop and all for me? Can you tell me the for loop for me for this? Employees with experience less than 3 years from the list. Can you start telling me the for loop for
employee
E colon
list
object name is LST. If E dot
get experience
less than 3.
Yeah.
Less than 3, system.out.println of E. Am I clear? Okay. Let's start. Executing this. Okay. Do we have any employees with experience less than 3 years? I don't have. You can see here. What is the employee experience here? 3.2. Here 3.0, not less than 3, equal to 3. This is 3.9. Do we have any employee with experience less than 3? No. Do we have employees with experience less than 4? Yes. How many employees are there with less than 4 years experience? 3 employees are there. This is 3.2. This experience is 3.9. This experience is 3.0. Okay, let's do one thing. Less than 4 years. Less than 4 years. Less than 4. Am I correct? Run this program. Guys, how many employees are there with experience less than 4 years?
3.
3 employees are there, right? Alan, Kathy, and Payal. Now, did you understood about how we are writing the logic using this list and all?
Yes.
Okay, right, cool. Like this, many times you are going to define the logics. This example I gave just to illustrate or to demonstrate about how you can able to work with the array list object. Okay. So I just want to write a comment on top of this program. Then I will copy this program into the document so that you people can practice. This program is to demonstrate array list with the custom objects. Who are the custom objects here? Who is a custom object here? Custom means, what is mean by custom? Not a customer, custom. Custom means user defined. Custom is a word for user defined. Okay, custom means user defined. It's a simple English word. Oh my God, custom is user defined, guys. With the custom objects. Custom object is nothing but our own objects, user defined objects. This program is to demonstrate array list with the custom objects. Okay, who is a custom object here? Employee. Employee objects are, okay, employee class objects are custom object. This program is to demonstrate array list with the custom objects. So am I clear with this, right? Now, let me add the date here. Let me add the date here. Then I want to start copy pasting this code for you. Okay, so please go through this program and try to find what is happened in this code. Next. Next, we'll start with actually we have discussed so far about array list. Now next we'll understand about linked list. But before we start with linked list, there are a couple of important questions are there in array list. So we have to know about what are those couple of important questions on array list. Okay. The first question comes in. First question comes in. The question is, there is a chance of getting a question like this now. But the question is, array list object is a, or is array list object is thread safe? Okay, you may get a question like this. So here, actually, as of now, we are unaware of threads. As of now, we are unaware of threads, but still, you need to get answer for this question. I will explain. Okay. Try to understand the point here. The question comes in, is array list object is thread safe? What does it mean? First of all, I'll explain. Suppose, for example, there are two threads in the application. You will come to know about threads concept once we complete Java 8 features and all. I'll start with the threads. Threads I will discuss at the final concept. Is array list object is thread safe is a question comes in interview. What's the answer to say? For example, there is a thread 1, T1. Okay. There is a thread 2, which is T2. Okay. There are two threads in my application. But both the threads in my application are sharing one array list object only. That's the question. How many array list objects only? One array list object. My array list object is 1. But two threads are sharing it. But two threads are sharing it. But two threads are sharing it. So how many threads are sharing the same object? two threads. This thread has some work, this thread has some work, but both the threads are using the same array list object. For example, if thread 1 is removing one element from this list, suppose this list has actually 10 elements. Okay, how many threads are using this? Two threads. For example, if a thread 1 is removing one element from this array list, then elements becomes what? 9. The elements becomes 9 only for thread 1 or even for thread 2 also? For thread 2 also, because both are sharing, both are going to, both the threads are sharing the same object. Okay, actually who deleted one element or who removed an element from this list, from this array list? T1 thread. But it is even affected for whom also? T2.
T2.
That's why we call this array list object is not a thread safe object.
Thread safe.
Okay, not a thread safe object. Am I clear with this? Okay, tell me, is array list object is thread safe or not?
No,
What's
it
the
is not
answer?
a thread safe.
No, answer is no. Simple answer I am writing, answer is no. Guys, answer is no. Next question. Next question. Can you make array list object as thread safe?
No.
I'll tell you the answer.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll tell you the answer. I will tell you the answer. Okay. Can you make array list object as thread safe means, observe here. in Java, there is one class called as collections. I told already collection, right? Collection is interface.
Yes.
I told already who is the base interface for list, set and queue. Collection is a class or interface? Collections is what? Class. Collections is what? Class. Collection is what? Interface. Collections is what? Class. See, the letter only yes makes a lot of difference. This, if you add the letter yes, it becomes class. If you remove the yes, it becomes interface. So in Java, there is a class called which class now? Collections class. In Java, there is a class called as what? Collections class. I repeat once again. Am I clear with you guys? In Java, there is a class called as what? Collections class. In this collections class, there is a method available called, in this class, we have a method called synchronized list. What is the method name? Synchronized list. By calling this method of the class collections, we can make array list object as what? Thread safe. Answer is, can you make array list object as thread safe means what is the answer? Yes. How? By calling this method. Which method? Synchronized list. Synchronized list method of which class? Collections class. That's it. And moreover, in collections class, all methods are static methods. This class contains all which methods only? Static methods. I think you people got the point, right? Okay, you people got the point, right? Collections class contains all which methods? Static methods. So static method can be called directly with the class name only, na? Yes. So whenever I call this method will convert the given list into a thread safe array list object. It will convert the given array list object into a thread safe object. Okay, it returns a thread safe list object Which method will convert my list into a thread safe list object?
Synchronizes.
Synchronize the list method of which class? Collections
Collection
class. Collections class contains all which methods? Static
Or
methods.
static.
Static methods can be called directly with which name? Class name. Directly we can start static methods can be called with which name?
Class.
Class name. Class name. So how can you call the synchronize list method? By using class name. Who is the class name? Or who is the class
Collections.
here? Collections. Okay. Okay. So guys, how do you write this? I can write like this now. Everybody. So can you make array list object as thread safe? Means answer is what? Yes. Yes. How can we do that?
Through collection classes.
Yeah, we
through
can-
synchronization method.
Synchronize the list method. Okay.
Yes,
Method.
list method.
Yeah. Yes. We can call synchronized. Okay. Synchronized list method of which class?
Collections classes.
Collections class. We can call synchronized list method of collections class. Okay, I'm writing here. Observe here. List, let's say, of employee, just only for example, I'm writing. List of employee, LST2 is equal to collections dot synchronized list of LST. See, just for example, I'm writing. Who is LST? Somebody can reply in online. I'm
List.
asking question. Who is list?
Employee. List. Reference.
What is LST?
Object.
List object.
It's a list object. It is a list object.
Yeah.
This method, what this method name?
Synchronized list.
What this? Could you tell me what this method is doing?
Will be used.
This
to
method
thread
is, yeah, this method is converting this list object into thread safe list object. Tell me now, who is the thread safe object returned by this synchronized list method?
list to
LST2. Okay, LST2. Now tell me, when two threads are sharing the second LST2 object, if one thread is making changes, will it affect in other thread or will not affect?
not effective.
Will not affect. Will not affect. Did you understand my point?
Yes.
Did you get this point, guys?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Cool. Cool. That. So this is the answer. Next question. Next question. That is also the next question. Also somewhat an important one. Okay. The next question is array list object or simply array list object is mutable or immutable? Question is what?
Immutable.
Array list
Immutable.
object is mutable or immutable?
Immutable.
Okay. Actually answer is mutable. Mutable in the sense what?
We
See,
can
once array list object is created, can we add more elements?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we remove one of the element?
Yes.
Yes. Can I replace one existing element with a new element?
Yes.
Yes. Yesterday we replaced Robin with James.
Yes.
Correct. Yesterday we discussed, na? Correct. So, thing is what? Array list object is by default immutable or mutable?
Mutable.
Mutable. Answer is what? Is mutable or immutable? What's the answer? It is mutable.
Mutable.
Mutable. Good. Next question comes in. Next question. So can we make array list object as immutable? Can we make array list object as immutable? Answer is yes. Okay. Yes. Again, the same answer. We can call unmodifiable list method. Unmodifiable list method of collections class. Unmodifiable list method of collections class. Am I clear with you? What's the method name? Unmodifiable list. Of which class again? Collections class. In both the cases, the class name is collections only. So I'm writing like this: list of employee LST2 is equal to collections dot unmodifiable list method of LST. So this is how, guys, you people need to understand whether immutable or mutable, or how can you make it as immutable, all these kind of things. Now tell me, now LST2, we got a new list object. Now tell me, this LST2 is immutable object or immutable object? This LST2 is a mutable object or immutable object is the question, guys.
Mutable.
Yeah, it is a immutable object. Actually, LST is what object?
Mutable.
Mutable. But we want to create an immutable object of the same list. Then tell me which method I can call?
A list.
Unmodifiable
List.
list method. Okay, then I got another list object called LST2. Now tell me,
Yes.
can I add elements to LST2 now?
Yeah.
Can I add a new element to LST2? No, I can't add. Can I remove one of the element from LST2?
No.
No. Can I replace one of the element in LST2? Can I replace?
No.
Again, answer is no. So you can't do all these things because reason is what? Reason is what? It is immutable object. Reason is what? It is an immutable object. That's why you can't do that. So these are the questions, like 1, 2, 3, 4. These all questions are very, very important questions. Okay, guys, did you get the point, everyone? Okay, did you get the point, everyone? Right? Okay, done. Now, so far, we are discussed about a class called as array list class. Now let's start with another class called as linked list class. Now we are going to look at about a class called as linked list class, guys. Linked list is our class. Okay. Linked list class. Array list is done. We go with linked list. Guys, okay, let's start with linked list class. See, actually, linked list is a double linked list implementation. Linked list class is a double linked list implementation of the list interface. What's the meaning of double linked list implementation? I will tell you. In a double linked list, every element we call it as a node, NODE. What we call every element as a node, NODE, node. In a double linked list or in a linked list, anything, one element is called one node. Every element contains data, previous, and next pointers. Okay, there are 3 parts in a node: previous, data, and next. Okay, let's have with the help of a diagram. Guys, everyone understand it. we are discussing about one, that is linked list, right? What I'm saying now? Linked list class stores the elements in a double linked list format. Which format? Double linked list format. Double linked list format. For example, guys, see, for example, I'm just talking about, for example, I'm creating one linked list object. Could you tell me how to create a linked list object? Linked list of integer. I'll take integer first. Linked list of integer. LST is equal to, I can take LST or linked LST is equal to new what? Linked list class na linked list. I told in the yesterday also, providing the type parameter. Providing the type parameter at left side is mandatory, but at the right side is optional. We can just use what? Angle brackets. We can use what? Angle brackets. Is it a correct statement? Is it a correct statement? Is this a valid declaration? Is the statement is valid? Online folks, somebody can you give me a reply? Am I audible to you first of all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's valid.
Good. Yeah.
It is valid.
It's valid because I told yesterday, whenever you are creating a generic class object, type
Yes.
parameter must be provided left side of object creation, but
Not
at
right.
right side it is optional.
Compulsory.
Optional.
Left side of object creation must contain the type parameter. Right side of object creation optional. At the right side of object creation, the type parameter is optional. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good to know, guys. Everyone, just a minute. Yes. Tell me once again. I'm creating object linked list of integer. I can take strings also, whatever, of integer. Linked LST equal to new linked list of. Tell me what is created now?
Object.
Object is created. Which object it is?
Legal.
A linked list object is created. Now I am writing linked LST is the name of the object. Every
Yes.
object has a name to represent it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Tell me. Okay, tell me linked list, linked LST object name dot add of 10. Linked list, linked LST dot add of 25. Okay, some element. Linked list, linked LST dot add of 15. Tell me how many elements I have added?
3.
3 elements. What I'm saying, every element will be stored as a node in the linked list. Means to represent linked list, I can represent like this now. Every element is called as node. This is one node. Guys, it is one node. And say, for example, this is another node, 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 we call it as node. Every element will be stored as a node, or every element is going to be a node. Now tell me how many elements are there?
3.
So 3 nodes.
3.
Node 1, node 2, node 3. Okay. Node 1, node 2, node 3. Everybody is getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Very good. Okay. Please understand me. Each node contains 3 parts. Each node contains how many parts? 3.
3 parts.
3 parts. Okay. Each node contains 3 parts. Okay. The first part of the node is called previous. The second part of the node is called data. The third part of the node is called next. Each node contains 3 parts. Each node contains 3 parts. Okay, this is node 1, this is node 2, this is node 3. Guys, could you tell me now each node contains how many parts?
3 parts.
3 parts.
3 parts. 3 parts. The first part of the node is called previous.
Previous.
I'm writing simply P, P for previous. The next part of the node is called D, D for data,
Data.
and N for next.
Next. PDN.
Okay, PDN. Okay, currently tell me how many elements I have added to the list, linked list.
3.
3 elements. Means how many nodes are created?
3.
3 nodes are created. First, let me add the data. What's the data here?
10.
10. And what's the data over there?
25.
And here the data is 15.
15.
Apart from the data, it also contains 2 links now.
Yes.
Okay, right. The previous link or previous pointer, anything. Okay, the previous pointer or a previous link, any word, the previous link connects with the previous node. Next link connects with the next node. If there is no previous node, the previous link holds null value. If there is no next node, next link contains null value. So tell me now here,
Null.
what is the value in this previous link?
Null.
Null. It is null. What about the last node here? Next
Null.
link. Next link is null because I don't have next element now.
Yes.
Null. What about the next link of this? What about the next link of this
Null.
first element?
Next address.
Next.
It points to the next element.
25.
It points to next element, right?
Yes.
What about its previous? The second element previous? It points to previous element.
It points to the previous.
Okay. This is called double linked list. This is called double linked list. I repeat once again, guys. This is called what? Double linked list. So, did you understood about how the elements are stored in a linked list? If possible, please try to draw this diagram into your notes. And one more thing, guys. This first node is there, na? This first node of the list is called head node. What is it? Head.
Head node.
Head. Last node is called tail. Tell me, guys. The first
Head.
node of the list is called what? Head.
Head.
The last node is called what? Tail.
Tail.
Second.
And that is just node only. There is no name like that. First to last only.
What are the use for second node, sir?
User. These are all elements now. You can store like a linked list format.
Yes, sir. But sir, first node null value will be why are not store second node inside next value? Just like sir, first node null value will be stored for 10 node side. Okay.
No, I mean, see, this is the first node of the list now.
Okay.
First data is at 10.
Yes, sir.
Is it have any previous element?
No.
That's why
No.
it is holding null.
Okay.
Last
And
element
second-
you take.
And second element?
Second is containing previous element. Na? Second element is 25. Before 25, what is added?
10.
10. After 25, what is added?
15.
15 means what? The second element contains previous element, and
Yeah.
the second element also contains
Last.
next element. Next element.
Next element.
But what about 15? 15 has a previous element, but 15 doesn't have
But next element is not there.
next element. No next,
Next
element. That's why next is
Null.
Null.
next is null.
Okay.
Sir, is the next element of the head node 25?
Next element
Yes.
of head node is 25, correct?
Okay, thank you.
This is
But
called
we
head
better
and
add
this is
one
called
more
tail.
element.
Now we can add. If I add one more element, again I have to change the diagram. Actually, if I added earlier, that's good.
Okay, okay.
Then I can add. See, here in the middle, there can be multiple elements. I can add 10, 25,
Yes.
35, 45, 15, something like that. Then I can draw the diagram with 4 or 5 nodes. Okay, right. So the first element is called head and second element is called tail. This is called double linked list format, which means what? I can move the cursor from head to tail or tail to head also.
Head to tail.
Both are possible because
Yes.
double links, na?
Yeah.
These are called double linked list. I am not keeping only arrow only one side, right? There are two sets of arrows
Yeah.
because there is a next link and previous link also, right?
Yes.
So obviously, what happens now? Is it a single linked list format or a double linked list format?
Double link.
It is a double linked list. There are two nodes. There are two links, right? So now I can move the cursor from head to tail, or even I can move the cursor from tail to head. Did you get my point? Yes. Okay, cool. Now this is called what list?
Link list.
Linked list. Okay. So tell me, linked list class is a double linked list implementation of list interface. Am I right or not?
Yes.
Because linked
Yes,
list is a class which implements list interface only, na?
Yeah.
Array list is
Yes.
a class also implements list interface.
List interface.
Linked list is also a class implements list interface.
Hmm.
Correct?
Yes.
Very good. In linked list, the elements are stored as nodes.
Yes.
Here these are elements. 10 is an element, 25 is an element, 15 is. Tell me how they are stored.
No node.
In the
Nodes.
form of nodes.
This is one node, this is other node, this is other node. They are stored like nodes, na?
Hmm.
Each node is containing how many links?
3 link.
3.
Two links.
Previous.
Previous link and next link.
Next.
So it is called double. It is called double linked list implementation. What implementation?
Double link.
Double linked list implementation. Shortcut we call DLL. DLL means double linked list. SLL means single linked list. Am I clear with this? Did you understood the point what I'm saying? Okay, let's go ahead. So I think you have drawn this diagram because I'm going to remove this diagram. When I press escape, automatically this diagram gets removed. Am I clear with this so far?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, let me write. I'll tell you more, but let me write. See, for example, we are working with a linked list, right? So let's understand about the first point of linked list. Linked list class is an implementation of list interface. Second, linked list class stores elements in a double linked list format. Each element is called as a node. Each node contains 3 parts. What are the 3 parts? One is previous. Previous is a link. Second one is a data. Third one is next. Okay, na? Each element is called as a node. Each node contains three parts: previous, data, and next. Am I clear with this so far? Am I clear with this so far, guys? Am I clear with this so far? Next.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Let's go ahead. Previous, data, then next. Please understand me. Okay, previous, data, and next. You know, what is the previous stores? Previous stores, no, not null value. First node will have a previous as null. No, generally I'm talking. Generally, what is the use of previous? What is the use of next?
Previous stores the
Previous
object.
stores the address of the previous node.
Hmm.
That's called, we are keeping like arrow, but it's actually called address. Did you get my point? What next
Yes, sir.
source?
Next address. Next node address.
Next node address. Previous stores, previous node address, next
Previous
stores.
node address. Next node address.
Like that. Okay. Previous stores the previous
Address of
node,
previous node.
address, and next stores the
Next stores. Next node address.
next node address. Okay. What about the data? And the data stores the actual value. Am I right or not? Data part stores the actual value. Previous stores previous node address. Next stores what? Previous stores the previous
Next.
node address. Next stores
Next node address.
and the data source
Its own data.
actual
Whatever
value.
the data we
Whatever the
enter.
data, that is actual value. Because you have a diagram in the notes now, you can understand. What about the very first node?
It stores null. Previous.
The previous of first node and the next of last node.
Stores null value.
Stores null value.
Null value.
Next. Okay. Previous of first node and the next of last node stores the null value. The first node is called head. Is called what node? Head node. And the last node is called tail node. Did you understand this point, guys? Am I clear? First node is called head node. Last node is called tail node. Is called tail node. Okay. See, suppose if I want to, guys, suppose if I want to retrieve, there are 100 nodes. I repeat once again. Okay, I'll repeat like a diagrammatic format. That's better. See, guys, this is node. This is one node. This is another node. Of course, each node contains how many parts? 3 parts. 3 parts. What are the 3 parts, you know? Previous data and next, previous data and next. Each node is containing 3 parts. Example, guys, these are all the nodes in a linked list. These are all the nodes in linked list. Okay, right? These are all the nodes in linked list. They have the links. They have the links. Let me keep the links first. Guys, they have the links. So far it is very simple now. They have the links now. Each is containing what? Previous, data, next. It is called double linked format. Suppose Suppose I want to insert, for example, okay, suppose I want to remove, guys, I want to remove an element from this linked list. Let's say, for example, I want to remove this element from the linked list. What happens while removing this element from the linked list? Removal is very easy in linked list. It's fast also, because how it is going to remove this element from the linked list? Simply, it is going to change the pointers. This is, for example, this is third node now. This is first node. This is second node. This is third node. This is fourth node. This is fifth node. This is sixth node. For example, there are how many nodes? 6 nodes. Which node I want to remove? Fourth node. Okay, how it is going to remove? It will simply will put the next pointer to fifth node. Previous pointer of fifth node to 3. Then tell me in the middle which node is removed? Fourth node is removed. Now, did you understood about how a node gets removed here? Guys? Okay. So removing is easy in a linked list. Even adding is also easy. Adding means inserting. See, for example, again, let's say, for example, this is one node. This is one node. Let's say this is another node. Let's say this is another node. Let's say this is another node. And the last node. Guys, tell me now. It is a double linked list format. Everyone? Okay, it's a double linked list format. Understand here. In a linked list, elements are stored like this. Now, for example, I want to add a new node in between 3 and 4. This is a new node I want to add. Guys, this is a new node I want to add. Am I clear now? Then tell me how this new node is added in between the 3 and 4. The links are, okay, the links are created like this now. Actually, previously this node, next link is pointing to this right side node now. What is going to happen now? When adding the new node, in between the two nodes, if I'm adding the new node, what will happen now? These two links are removed. Then how the links are created? Its next will point to, see how it is going to be. I'll show you how it is going to be. See how it is going to be. Its next will point to what? Its next will point to this new one. This new one's next will point to this one. And this previous will point to this new one. And this previous one belongs to this previous one. Tell me, guys, what is added now in between?
New node.
New node is added. So tell me, what is easy in linked list? Removing elements and adding elements. It's easy. But retrieval is slow. Suppose I want to retrieve, I have a linked list of 100 elements. I want to retrieve 57th element. Then I have to move the cursor either from head or from tail. Cursor can be moved only from either head or tail. Guys, did you understand my point?
Yes.
Yes. Cursor is only moved from either head or tail. For example, if it is a array list object, can I use index? For example, array
Yes,
list
we can.
dot arr list dot get of 57. What I will get? Or 56. What I will get? Suppose array list object is arr list dot get of 56. Could you tell me what I will get? I will
The
get the
object at that index.
I will get the object at element at index 56, right?
Yes.
Yes. I will get the element at 56 index. 56 index means 57th element only, na?
Yes.
Directly the cursor goes to index 56, na?
Yes.
But what about linked list? For example, if I say linked list dot get, for example, linked list dot get of 56.
It
Then
will travel
directly it
from
won't go. Directly it won't go to 56 index. The cursor will start from head.
head.
Head
to
means
tail.
first node, na?
That's so
Yes.
cute, Luca.
Then cursor will jump to
Okay.
one node to other node, next up to 56.
Yes.
So tell me, retrieval of elements is slow now?
Yes.
Yes. So the question is now, in which list we can retrieve the elements faster?
Array list.
Array list. So array list is good for retrieval. Linked list is good for adding or
So
removing. Suppose if you have
Yes.
more times, if you have more times add operations or remove operations, then create what object?
Linked list object.
Linked list
linked
object.
list.
If you have more times retrieval operations, then create what object? Array list
Array
object.
list.
Array list object. Mostly in the real time, we use array list object. Why? Because most of the times in real time program, we have to retrieve the elements. We have to retrieve the element. That's why we use array list, not the linked list. Am I clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys. I just want to write a point here. What's the point? Linked list object is a good fit. Okay, is a good fit when there is a need, to add or remove the elements more times. Am I clear with this? Guys, who is good fit? Linked list is a good fit when there is a need to add or remove the elements more times. Okay. Array list is a good fit when there is a need to retrieve the elements more times. Did you understood about when to use array list and when to use linked list?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So today I would like to stop here, but tomorrow we will see what are the additional methods. What are the additional methods that we have in linked list class, and a program and linked list. And we will discuss, like today, 4 questions. Even the same questions applicable for linked list also. So tomorrow we will definitely complete linked list concept, linked list class. Okay, that's for today. We will continue on tomorrow, folks. I'll share the document. Yesterday I think I have not shared it. Yeah. Okay, but sure, I'm going to share the document today. Okay, right, guys. That's for today, and we'll continue on tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks.